What I show you here is the process of etching, exactly how I do an etching nowadays. I found that copper plate that I painted by a liquid which is for etching to make lines, dots or shapes. Really important to tell you that what I draw on the copper is a mirrored image and as bright as the copper plate itself. To clean up is important. I use petroleum and alcohol, and if I don't clean up clearly, then the effect will happen during the copper chloride bath or the printing process. Both liquids are used for cleaning, the petroleum for dirty parts and the alcoholic is for the greasy parts. Here I use petroleum in order to dissolve the ground engraver liquid. When the ground engraver liquid dried, I start to scratch the copper plate with different tools. For example, my finger, for example, my hard tip of my brush, and I use scratcher needle. I like to use hard scratch and soft scratch. For example, my finger cause soft scratch and the scratcher needle cause hard scratch. I use scratch needle, which is a special pen because it is an old pen with a needle. I can make very thin lines with. Turning chisel is a solid metal column that can be used in many different ways. Both ends of it can leave different traces, but it can be used as ruler too. Yes, I am precise and the graphic art is precise and the printmaking is precise, and I like the precise lines, but how I feel now is ambivalent, because I like the precise line, and when I was a student in a secondary school, which was an engineering school, then I hated the mathematics. I hated the precise lines, which was counted down the two end point. That's why perhaps I chosen the art life, or the graphic art, the painting. I don't know, but perhaps. I scratched the copper plate with one end of the turning chisel for thicker lines. I realized earlier two different forms, a chicken and the man, a head, a neck, a body, an arm, and they started to precise that two different forms. I do chicken eyes, or I do eyes of the man, and the nose, and the muscles of the neck, the shoulder. I started to precise the sky somehow. I do the the chicken feeders, and with with uh, with little lines, and the skies dark part, and the sky, the cloud dark part, and the field. This tool is a stretch needle, and I can do harder, deeper lines with this stretch needle.